You know, for an old man, you kind of lazy. You in here playing 2K? We the same age. You know, for a handsome, dapper young man, you kind of lazy. You know what? Keep this though. Keep this. I can use this for something. No, you don't. No, you don't. This is 2K, man. Do not nerd this up, man. Do not. What's good, everybody? Thanks for tuning in and welcome to Shook Focus Digital. Today we're gonna be talking a little bit about NFTs. We're gonna be using NBA 2K to help sort of explain what the power of owning your own NFT could do for you. We're gonna do that in a hypothetical sense, of course, because you'll see as we get into this why the items used in this example are not actual NFTs, but they are what you could maybe consider the precursor to the NFTs based on the information we're going to get from these three articles we go over today to go along with this information. So tune in, folks. We got a lot going on. Also, a resource reveal at the end of this video. After we go over this, if you're still interested in NFTs and want to know of sort of an NFT entry point that you could use, I'm going to be revealing the resource that I'll be using in 2022 to sort of help me get into the NFT game. So stick around for that, folks. Without further ado, this is your boy Shooks. If you're new here, think about subscribing. If you're not, go ahead and hit the like button. And we starting off by first trying to define what an NFT is. Now we're not going to use a million different definitions. I went with Forbes just because Forbes is it's a popular name. It's easy to look this up. If you don't agree with Forbes's exact if you don't exactly agree with what they use as the definition for an NFT, that's okay, because we're going to be using this in a hypothetical sense today. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Again, it's okay if you don't completely agree with this. What is an NFT? An NFT is a digital asset that represents real-world objects like art, music, in-game items, and videos. They are bought and sold online, frequently with cryptocurrency, and they are generally encoded with the same underlying software as many cryptos. Although they've been around since 2014, NFTs are gaining notoriety now because they are becoming an increasingly popular way to buy and sell digital artwork. A staggering $174 million has been spent on NFTs since November 2017. NFTs are also generally one of a kind, or at least one of a very limited run, and have unique identifying codes. Essentially, NFTs create digital scarcity. This stands in stark contrast to most digital creations, which are almost always infinite in supply. Hypothetically, cutting off the supply should raise the value of a given asset, assuming it's in demand. But NFTs, at least in these early days, have been digital creations that already exist in some form elsewhere, like iconic video clips from NBA games or securitized versions of digital art that's already floating around on Instagram. So the most important pieces from that are NFTs are also generally one of a kind, or at least one of a very limited run, and have unique identifying codes. This stands in stark contrast to most digital creations, which are almost always infinite in supply. Hypothetically, cutting off the supply should raise the value of a given asset, assuming it's in demand. So those are the pieces that sort of draw the line between what's used in these examples today, cutting them off from being real NFTs. Thus, the part about the basically infinite supply. So let's go ahead and get into our first example. So Nike jumped into the NFT game, the NFT metaverse game. Now, where would Nike get the idea that you may be interested in purchasing digital goods from them that you would never actually wear in real life, but that an avatar that you control might wear? Yeah, that's right. So as I read through this article, I'll let you watch just some of the video footage here, and just keep in mind some of the things you see at the end. We'll maybe try to do a little math. I'm garbage at math, and sort of see if it helps us outline again why it might be beneficial to own your own NFTs and some of the possibilities that exist. Now, just buy it. Nike wants to bring sneakerheads into the metaverse. Nike intends to sell you digital products in the metaverse, and you will buy them because Nike knows how to make you want them. Look at your feet. A lot of you are wearing Nikes right now. For the fiscal year ending in May 31st, 2021, Nike reported its revenue was up 19% to $44.5 billion for the year. But that's here. What about in the metaverse? In a pandemic, Nike still made $44.5 billion. That's wild. Why is Nike interested in the metaverse? For those as of yet unfamiliar with the concept, the easiest yet very incomplete way of imagining the metaverse is imagining yourself existing in a real-life video game. Nike enters and provides very cool meta stuff. So you play around in a video game and you wear Nike gear. This is no joke. Nike is very serious about the metaverse. Patent filings dating way back to the pre-metaverse universe in 2018 revealed that Nike has seriously been stockpiling the tools with which it can do business in the metaverse. These digital tools will include sneakers, but also avatars and other forms of virtual branding. Sure, Nike intends to sell you digital products, but the meta plan revolves around entire digital worlds. Is this just Nike being Nike? Sure, but if we choose to define that as creating net new revenue streams, as it has throughout its entire history, then good for it. Someone's going to own the metaverse swag, and it might as well be Nike. So, and then it goes on to talk about the metaverse has rules that'll be new for Nike, and then it talks a bit about how the laws aren't necessarily set up for the metaverse, and how the metaverse might have to write its own set of laws, and how judges won't know how to treat metaverse actions because it's new for courts. And so just not any more information that we need concerning our business today. But now you see Nike's plans in a little example of why they think they'll be successful. And now we'll move on. And basically same story, different company, Adidas. Adidas Originals to launch debut NFT collection. And this was written by Tom Farron on December 16th. The iconic sportswear brand partnered with 3 distinguished members of the NFT space, the Bored Ape Yacht Club, G Money, and Punks Comics, to advance metaverse ambitions. Adidas have announced the upcoming launch of their non-fungible token, the NFT collection, titled Into the Metaverse. Although details on the supply are sparse at this time, it's been revealed that the digital asset will serve as an access token, promising holders exclusive access to future merchandise, physical and digital products and services, and rewards within the newly attained land plot in the sandbox, Amour. The collection's sale should have commenced via the company's website on December 17th at a price of 0.2 ETH, which at the time was approximately $810 at the time of writing. So, and then it goes on to talk about how Adidas purchased an NFT from the Bored Ape Yacht Club, and over the last few months, a number of established corporations, celebrities, cultural influencers have declared their intention to develop and participate within an NFT and metaverse spaces. So basically saying, hey, we know everybody else is doing it, so we doing it too. All right, so, and last but certainly not least, we got Under Amour. They're third to the race. Under Amour steps into the metaverse with wearable Steph Curry sneakers. Now, Golden State Warriors star guard Stephen Curry is partnering with sports apparel brand Under Amour on an NFT drop to celebrate his new record as the National Basketball Association's all-time top three-point shooter. In honor of his record-breaking shot, the collection will feature 2,974 non-fungible tokens that are digital replicas of the Under Amour-made Curry Flow 9 sneakers. Curry was wearing these when he broke the NBA legend Ray Allen's record on December 14th. The Genesis Curry Flow NFT collection is the first wearable cross-platform NFT according to Under Amour. Metaverse trotting sneakerheads rejoiced. The virtual kicks can be worn across 3 metaverses, Decentraland, The Sandbox, and Gala Games, in various pixel styles. So, that's interesting. They got a cross-platform shoe here. That reminds me of one of the tokens they were talking about in one of the communities I'm part of. I might have to dive into that a little more. With this first NFT drop, Under Amour follows its 2 largest competitors, Nike and Adidas, into the digital collectibles world. Germany's Adidas recently partnered with a Bored Ape Yacht Club on a metaverse sneaker project. And earlier this month, Beaverton, or-based Nike, acquired virtual sneaker company RTFKT. So we read about that. Went on to talk about the Under Amour collection drop that should have happened on December 22nd. And each NFT should have been priced at $333, and all proceeds set to go to children's sports charities. All right, so what you see up on the screen right now is the current pricing for purchasing VC for NBA 2K. Now, we're gonna do a little math here. Let's figure out about how much this VC is worth. So, looks like the best value deal is said that you get 450,000 VC for $100. So let's just do the math on that real quick.
6.5 hours later.
So that's roughly $1 for 4,500 VC. But that's the value pack. We just want to get a range. Let's do the basic then. So 15,000 VC for $5. Let's see. Roughly $1 for 3,000 VC. Okay, so we get it. So point on that is, so we saw some of those items, the shoes in the store, some of them were about 9,000 VC. So that's essentially, $3. So, a range from $3 to $5 for a pair of virtual shoes. It's about how much you've been paying. Now, why would somebody want to do that? That's not much money. Well, when you think about that, you don't have to ship anything, and that it's pure profit. That adds up really quickly. Let's take a look here at. So I've got right here Steam player counts. Steam player counts are. This may only be taking into account PC players, but let's see. It had an all-time peak of 20,000. So let's just say, and of course you could argue that not everybody plays My Player where they need VC, but some of the other game modes require VC as well. You can argue that some people just don't purchase VC at all. They are hardcore and they grind out everything. So if we knock out 5,000, say 5,000 of them don't purchase VC, 5,000 of them play game modes where they don't really need VC. That leaves over 10,000 people. So let's say just 10,000 people buy a pair of shoes. So if we go on that one pair of shoes, we'll say it was $3 to $5, right? Depending on which VC package you bought. We'll just use $5 as a nice round number. So let's say 10,000 people decided they wanted to buy those shoes. So now you have 10,000 people times a $5 pair of shoes. That is $50,000. So if just 10,000 people bought that $5 pair of shoes, that is $50,000. Right? Now, we don't know, right? Or I don't know through the articles that we use today that Adidas or Nike or Under Amour are receiving any residuals from NBA 2K for the sales of their shoes. I don't know that. You know, I don't know how their licenses were set up, right? They could have said, hey, we pay you this much up front, blah, blah, blah. However they decide to work it out. But this is where we get hypothetical. If these were actual NFTs with a digital signature and a registered owner who had rights to it, who then is set to receive a percentage of all the sales that go on with those NFTs. Now let's remember, folks, this is NBA 2K. And let's remember, folks, if these were actual NFTs and they were made in limited quantities, right? This is NBA 2K. Can you see where limited quantity NFTs would just make a killing? Look at going to play a pickup game on the my court, right? You out there on the my court. Think of how many teams run around. They want matching shoes, matching shirts, right? Some of them do matching hats or matching hair, right? Imagine there being limited quantities, and now for these teams to have matching gear, they all got to go out and find these rare NFTs. Do you see the potential that can grow that? Like, folks, like I just want to paint the picture. I just wanted to paint the picture, right? If these were actual NFTs that were already being used, how much money would be floating through this space? That is the potential power of owning your own NFT. Now, granted, not everybody's going to have a market of, 20,000 people, right? This is just a hypothetical sense so that you can start to understand that you can actually make some money off of some of these NFTs if you've got the talent for it. There are, if you're into music, there are platforms such as NFT Art Finance, Opulus, different platforms where you can upload your music, mint them into NFTs, and now you're getting residuals for the sales of your NFT or music streams. If you're into photography, you can mint your NFTs into digital items. And now every time your images are sold, you get residuals. There are so many different entry points into the NFT realm. So with that, folks, I don't want to draw this video out too long. I wanted to put enough in here so that you can kind of grasp the concept a little bit, but I also didn't want to overdo it and make it too long and drawn out. So with that being said, we're pretty much reaching the end of our content here today. Now we got to go ahead and get into our resource reveal. Now this resource, is one that, in my personal opinion, if you're looking to get into NFTs, say you don't want to create your own NFTs, you're not into minting, maybe the creative side of your brain isn't as active, but you're a great salesman, or you know how to buy low and sell high, right? You may want to get involved in some of these NFT platforms that already exist. And this resource consistently covers an NFT platform and even shares his strategies with you behind why he makes some of the moves that he makes. And without further ado, the resource reveal that I'm going to be following for 2022 to help me get started on my NFT journey is none other than
What's up, everybody? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay! Crypto Pro. Man, this Crypto Pro has such a great, consistent platform. Not only does he cover the VV NFTs and share his strategies with you consistently, but he also is really good with technical analysis if you're in the chart reading. Crypto Pro has provided great technical analysis, the different areas of Bitcoin. I like watching it. I learn something every time I watch him do it. So he's great with that as well, folks. So many different areas, and the NFT, I can't put enough into this video about how many different ways there are to start getting involved with NFTs. You have projects that are coming out with NFT trading card games like Piccolo Inu. I really hope to be covering some more Piccolo Inu content for you guys here coming up real soon. Piccolo Inu, they've got they're working on an NFT trading card game where the NFTs have actual use inside of a game. More NBA 2K references. Remember the mobile app game for NBA 2K? Where you can earn these cards and then use these cards in the little game mode to, win based on the stats of the card and the perks of the card. So these little different pieces. So now if you're a gamer and you've been wondering where all these microtransactions are coming for this and that, now you can start to see some of the pieces being put together. You didn't know it, but we didn't know it, but we've been interacting with different parts of this new economy, wondering why did they start doing it? Oh, that's why. Do it. We didn't know, but it all makes a little more sense now, doesn't it? Hopefully this helps you to understand it a little better. That was the overall goal of this video. So folks, I really truly hope you got something from this video today. If you did, make sure to leave a like. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Let's comment, talk down below. What NFTs are you excited for? What's your NFT plan for 2022? Are you getting into NFTs in 2022, or no, you're just going to stick to crypto? Or love to hear about your different views on this space down in the comment section, folks. But y'all know what it is, folks. Don't get shook, stay focused, and we're going to go ahead and end this one with a question. Now, do you think brands like Nike or Adidas or even Under Amour would just jump out here in this digital goods and NFT space without having a pretty good idea of how things might go? You know what my answer is?
No. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. 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 Hell no. 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 I refuse. No. No.
What's yours?